Welcome! As Mother's Day is coming, let me share a quick video on how to create a Mother's Day card. This will be the end result. So let's see how we can achieve this. The first step is to get the wood background ready. Let's import our wood textured background. We don't want the food, but before we continue, let's rasterize it in order to be able to use the Inpaint fill. Next, let's select it and use the Inpaint fill from the edit menu to magically have it disappear. The Inpaint did already a good job, but still there are some small issues. Let's fix them manually with the healing brush tool. Click with the Alt key pressed to select the source and then paint to fix the errors. The second step is the decoration. In our case, it will be the tulips. Use the stock to find a good photo, drag and drop it from the stock panel, and let's move it to the left. Now the masking. You can use whatever method you like. I'm going to use an interesting technique that might be new to you. We are going to create a saturation mask by using the Apply Image filter. First, duplicate the image, and then in the Apply Image dialog, use Current Layer as source. Now, to get the saturation mask, we are going to use a formula which will get the gap from the maximum value and the minimum value of the pixels, which eventually translates to a saturation mask. The cool thing about the saturation mask is that it returns black for any pixel who has no color. So whites are converted to pure black and all the others are gray tones. This will be the basis for our mask. We just need a curves layer to brighten the grays. Adjust until you have a nice mask. There will be some minor corrections you need to do probably, which I will do right now. Once ready, rasterize it to mask and apply it to the tulips. Now, we did a pretty good job, but if you look closely, there is a white halo. We can remove this by using a white matte layer. For this, we need to rasterize the layer. If you're lucky, it removed the white halos for you. In this case, it didn't. So, we are going to add an additional step. Let's select the contents layer by clicking with Command key pressed on the layer. Next, we want to shrink our selection by 2 pixels and then feather it by 1 pixel. After inverting the pixel selection, we press Delete to get rid of the white halo. Let's have a look. Excellent. Our masking method also removed the shadows. Let's add them back with an outer shadow effect. Remember, if the slider range is not enough, you can always manually enter the values you need. This brings us to our third step, adding the text. With the text tool selected, I choose a font called Babasneue and write the first word. In order to blend it with the background, let's modify the blend settings. Alt-click and drag for the next text and one more time for the last word. Let me center them first horizontally and now move to the location. I think it works well in this image. What you probably also need to do is to space them vertically, but I am skipping that step right now. For better administration, let me group the layers. Now we come to our final step, which is fine-tuning. For example, if you want a different wood color. Let's do that by adding a curves layer, followed by a selective color adjustment. By changing the blacks, you can get a more of a whitewash wood effect. By changing the red, yellow and the neutrals, you can get a different wood color. Okay, once we are happy with the result, let's zoom out and see how it looks. I'm still not happy with the color of the wood. I want it to be a more brownish wood. So let's do this with the curves layer by increasing the red and lowering the blue. Perfect. From a distance, I don't see the text blending in very well with the wood, so let's adjust the blend settings of the text. However, as we group them, it would be better to change the blend settings of the group. But before we do that, select the text layers and remove the current blend setting. And now we can adjust the blend settings of the group with an advantage that it will affect all the text layers in the group. Great, I think we're done now. With a curves layer, we can give a little bit more contrast to the tulips. And as a final optional step, we can add an HSL layer to change the colors of the tulips. Use the picker to select the color of the tulip and adjust to a color you like. I hope you liked this video, and until next time.